Release Rewind. So Release Rewind is a segment of my show where we go into everything that has released over the past 40 years this weekend. So what opened 10 years ago this weekend? Well, let's take a look at this. 10 years ago, the big wide release that opened in theaters was The Expendables 3. The Expendables 3 was not the only thing that opened in theaters this weekend 10 years ago in 2014. But what did open? What did open on this exact day in 2014? August 13th, it was Let's Be Cops. So Let's Be Cops is a film that I have seen this one. I've actually seen this one. And it's not an awful film, but it's not great either. I get some good fun out of Let's Be Cops. There was a lot more films that opened, including The Giver, a film I have yet to see. I heard it wasn't all that great. I have the book. I don't know how close it is to the book, but I am looking forward to seeing that film at some point if it goes back on Netflix. If it's on Netflix, I'll add it to my watch list because I cannot wait to see it. There is another film that opened up was Magic in the Moonlight, a romantic comedy drama starring Emma Stone and Colin Firth, as well as the final film that opened in 2014 is Boyhood. Boyhood was a box office darling as well. Well, not really a box office darling, but more of a box office sleeper, but also a massive player at the Academy Awards, going in for Best Picture. So in 2004, this makes me feel a little bit old. 20 years ago, August 11th, it was The Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement. That makes me feel a little bit old, but also Alien vs. Predator opened in theaters on August 13th, 2004, along with one other film that I have actually seen this one. I have seen The Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement. It's just been years. I have not seen Alien vs. Predator, but I have seen Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan growing up. I can't lie. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. It was just a movie that worked for me. It just hit me in the right way. And I haven't seen it since, but I used to play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. I'm not even going to kid you. So, 30 years ago, folks, in 1994, we had this little film, In the Army Now with Pauly Shore, as well as The Next Karate Kid and the Whoopi Goldberg film, Corina. I have not seen any of those films. I have seen all the rest of the Karate Kid films and the majority of Cobra Kai. I have not started the I have not started the 6th season yet because I'm waiting for the rest of the parts to come out so I can just binge it all because I don't really want to wait. And then the final years we're going to look at is 1984. And in 1984, we had this come out. This just turned 40 years old, and that is Sheena. Sheena turns 40, as well as Clint Eastwood's Tightrope, The Woman in Red with Gene Wilder, and Dennis Quaid in Dreamscape. So there is Release Rewind for this week. Stay tuned next week where we will look at what came out 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago next week. And I can't wait to see what comes out because it's fun for me to do this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.